guys were back, so I said I could see why people that had Molly got rid of her. Constant source of problems. Anyway, but I'm purposely making her be out here around these shepherds because they've got to get used to something else being there. Which Zip is doing good, except for he's eating a rock. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so what we have to do, what we're working on with this dog is getting him to go down and really getting him to give into the pressure of the leash. Part of the problem with this dog, and any dog that's pulled like that, they do become comfortable with having tension on the leash. So that's why pulling on the leash doesn't do any good. Even getting a pinch collar and pulling on the leash doesn't do any good. So in order to get there, you are going to have to put some pressure on the leash. You know how I always say, you know, don't put pressure. You're going to have to. The difference is you're going to be using your pager or your nip. For this dog, just the pager. But what he'll try to do is come around. He won't give in to... They've got to learn to be guided by the leash, and you're augmenting that guiding of the leash with the pager. And I don't mean you and Alan, Vivian, because I'm going to get him to that point for you, but I'm not wasting my time trying to guide the dog with the leash without using my pager. So by doing that, I can factor the leash out and just have my pager. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to be able to put a little muscle into it with one like this to help guide them out of the way. So I'm just going to do my turn towards. Normally you're not doing this, but I'm gathering up my leash, so I've got a little bit of an advantage. Zip, heel, pressure, pressure, good, and then hand rip here, good, good. Doing it wrong, you would never go out of putting the pressure on the leash phase. If you're doing it right, you're going to move out of that phase eventually. I don't know when, but this does. Heel. You can see, good, good, good. He's getting used to the idea. Good. Oh, he's my little fancy this one. Shouldn't, you know, and I know you're like, why did she say, I just interjected that really quick because he was kind of open for suggestion. I really don't want to say heel, like that. Heel. So I need to get him to do it to understand heel, that the next step, good, is stepping out of it. Good, all right, I'm going to feign my turn down. Almost worked, almost worked. His knee-jerk response was to just shoot ahead right there. I'm going to fix it. Give me a minute. See, my character's taking on a more southern accent. I'm going to fix it. I must have been watching some... I don't know, maybe I don't know what I was watching. I was watching Jaws, Jurassic Park, I love that stuff. I don't know, I was watching this caught on camera, though. It was about this... It was in South Florida, and it was about this murder that took place back... maybe in the mid-90s, but the guy actually had a surveillance video back then. That was like, you know, nobody had that. It was a commonplace. Anyway, the whole show was about that. It was very riveting, I tell you. All right, so he's got to understand the mechanics of me. This hand is going to go back. This hand is going to come in front, and the pager is going to happen. It's going to be the same thing every time. Heel, good. Heel, good, 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 good. And then this hand's going to come forward, good. Wonderful. Wonderful. Same things. I'm going to try to make it fluid. Heel. Good, good. So that he doesn't... I don't want him sitting down on his back end for this. And you're saying, well, what does this have to do with the down? This is helping me. Good. Heel. Good, 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 good. I moved him out of it quickly. Good, 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 good. Down. Wonderful. So I haven't. He didn't do the shoot ahead. He didn't put any pressure on the leash. I do have a particular body language though, and I am kind of wonderful. back this way. Same thing though, this hand is going to, I need to have consistent, predictable behavior in this dog's mind. Not what, you know, the human is very erratic. Alright, so I'm going to do pressure. When I'm putting pressure on the leash, because I have the leash hooked to that electronic collar, you know, yes, I am pulling the box into the dog's neck. No, all you people that think that that puts all these sores on their neck, it doesn't. Alright, so I'm going to apply pressure, do my pager and my hand signal. Heel. Good, 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 good. Oh, he just gets his own treats. What I did was make a little more overt step out of it. I wanted to understand when I am doing that right there, I'm not stopping. So I'm going to start feigning my turn towards, down, and honestly, by taking the pressure, if I would have put pressure on the leash right there, I really do think the dog would have been predisposed to shoot ahead. Because I didn't, he didn't. Now that I've got him I've had him doing it twice. I'm well on my way to getting the behavior that I want. Zip. Pressure, pressure. Good, good, good. Same thing. See, I'm trying to make it fluid. Heel. Making it clear that I'm stepping out quickly, that we're not stopping, that we're not looking for that back end to drop. Good. So I'm going to start feigning my turn. Good. Good. This knee is going to come up. Good. I'm not going to do it here. It's like the flyby with the jet. I didn't do it because I wasn't coming in for a landing the right way. You know, I could see my landing was off. Good. Good. Because you see he's trying to shoot ahead. Heel. I'm not going to let him do that. Good. Good. If I can get him doing it this way. Down. How absolutely perfect you are. I could see what was getting ready to happen right there was the shoot ahead thing. So I just didn't let it happen. Rather than say, oh, I'll let it happen and I'll correct it. That's not where we're at, and that's really not the dynamic that we're training them under. Zip. Heel. This hand is here. This hand's going to disappear. I'm doing the pager. I'm holding it down. Heel. It's not helping that he just sticks his nose in there. Good. Good. He's starting to do the shoot ahead thing again. Heel. I'm just going to, good. I'm going to counteract that. Good. What I'm going to try to do is turn and then down and right then. Heel. Good. Down. Yeah. Good. Wonderful. So again, I am adjusting at this point, and you guys have to be ready to do that. The worst, I can tell if someone's going to be a bad handler if you get them out here and you tell them to say down or something, and they come to a screeching halt. You know, it's nothing about that. If I kept coming to a screeching halt, that would be if the owner said, we want the dog to wrap the leash around your legs. We want you to train it to do that. Because that could happen real quick. I'm letting this dog know, I don't want you, this is my personal space, I don't want you in there. I'm going to turn back towards him. Zip. Heel. So you can see I can turn him now without the pressure on the leash. Good. Good. Same thing, I'm going to turn him. I'm going to try to do it without the pressure on the leash. Heel. I was a little bit wider turn. Good. And I'll tell you what I did right there. I dropped my slack. Good. Good. Down. You're absolutely perfect. By virtue of the fact that I dropped the slack was how I was able to get to do. If I would have started tightening up the leash, he would have done the shoot forward thing. Good. And it is really not as easy as you guys think. It starts to look commonplace because we do it all the time with this drop thing like this, but I'm telling you, try it with your own dog. It's not that easy. We're not bending, we're not pointing, and I'm trying to get them to do it. I see the dirty looks you're giving me. We're going to do an episode. I'm getting those adoption papers. I'm getting this dog, and we're going to do a video, and we're going to send it to, you know, but then I'm going to do a lot of little slow-mo insets, Crystal, where it's biting my feet, where I'm just going, you know, as it's coming at me, as I'm trying to give it a treat, because I tried to give her a treat earlier, or no, I threw a treat in the cage, and well, since there was no treat in my hand, she just chomped on my finger. All right, I'm going to go back towards him. Heel. So we'll have a lot of little clips like that. All slow-mo's good. I was able to move him out of my way right there. And that's what I want. Heel. I want a dog that when I put pressure on the leash, I want it to be like a dressage horse, that it will give into that pressure and allow good itself to be guided by the leash. Heel. And good. Down. Wonderful. I'll tell you how he's doing, Alan Vivian. He's doing absolutely perfect.